Hello dear students, good morning once again. So in today's video again we will be studying about the general rules and regulations of narration, that is your direct and indirect speech. So let us begin this video. So actually in the previous video we already finished this change in person, that is your rule number 1. Already we completed. If somebody is watching this video first time, so he or she can watch the previous video that I have made about this change in person, that is according to SON formula. So SON formula, according to that formula we can change in the person in the narration. So today I will be discussing about the second rule number, that is change in tense. So let us see what are the rules for this to change the tense. So here it is rule number 1. Actually in rule number 1 what happens, dear students, in the rule number 1, if your reported verb, if your reported verb is in the present tense or if it is in the future tense, then there will not be any changes in the reported speech, means in the tenses of reported speech. So what is reported speech and what is reported verb, that I have already explained you in the previous lectures. So if your reported verb is in the present tense or if it is in the future tense, then your tense will not change. So let's see how. Example, okay, for an example, if I write here, he says, comma, double inverted comma, I like grapes. Okay, see here, dear students, just see here once again, what is your reported verb? Reported verb is says. So as you know, this reported verb is in the present tense. This is in the present tense. Then what is your reported speech? This is your reported speech. So you can see which tense has been used here. Here, I like grapes. This is a simple present tense. So what is the rule number 1? If your reported verb is in the present tense or in the future tense, then this portion will not change. Only change in person, this person will change. You are getting me? So I hope you are getting me. So let us change. So this will be he says, he says that he like grapes. So I hope you understood. Okay, now see the next example. He will say, comma, double inverted comma, I am ready to help you, double inverted comma, close. So see dear students, here your reported verb is in the future tense. Your reported verb is in the future tense. Then your reported speech. So what the rule number 1 says, if your reported verb is in the present tense or if in the future tense, then there will not be any changes in the tense of reported speech. So see here, he will say will change into will tell. Will tell. He will tell that only we will follow what is that? Change in person rule, okay? Only here the person will change, tense won't change. So he will tell that he is ready to help you. So I hope you understood. In the first example, we saw that our reported verb is in the present tense, and in the second example, we saw that our reported verb is in the future tense. That is why there is no change in the tense of a reported speech. So I hope you understood this rule number 1. Now before we go into the rule number 2, I will take you to the essential portion, that is your how to change this reported verb. Actually, dear students, as far as I feel, it is very much essential for you to learn how to change these reported verbs. So for that, let me tell you. So in the direct speech, reported verbs like say, say to, says, then says to, then your said, said to, then will say. Okay, these are some of the reported verbs that I will teach you how to change these in the indirect speech. Okay, this says will be changed, actually this say will remain as it is, say. This say to will change as tell in the indirect speech, and this says will remain as says. Now this says to will be changed as tells. Next one, this said will remain as it is, said. Next, said to will be changed into told. This is very much important for you, dear students. Maximum time most of the students, they get confused, they get very much confused with this said and said to. Said to. Actually, dear students, let me explain you here. This said will remain in the indirect speech, said as it is. Only this said to will convert into told. So you need to remember these things. I hope you understood. Okay, this one I forgot to mention. Will say will convert or will change like will tell. So these are the conversion, these are the change in reported verb from direct to indirect speech. So you will see all these reported verb in the direct speech like this, but in the indirect speech you need to change like this systematically. So I hope you understood this.